Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be having a look at the docking station. This is a docking station for the 2.5-inch and 3.5-inch hard drives and SSD drives. This docking station will be good if you have an extra hard drive or SSD drive and you just want to use it as an external SSD drive and you don't want to put it in the PC, or you just don't have any more room in the PC slot. As you can see, this docking station has a USB 3.0, 5 gigabit per second. It's got a SATA connection for the hard drive and SSD drive. It's got a LED light that shows you the work of it, and it also supports Windows and Mac operating systems. This specific model that I got, it actually comes with the 3 USB ports up front here, and this is the best version you can get because this one doesn't have, as you can see, a USB port up front. It only has a LED light, but I really wanted to get one with a USB port because I can also use it as a USB hub. And today we'll be looking and testing this docking station. We'll do some tests with the hard drive. Also, we'll connect a USB to the front port, and we'll connect an external hard drive to the front USB port and see what actual speed it's going to show. Alright, that's enough for the intro. Let's get started. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. This will help me a lot to grow my channel. Also, click the notification bell so you don't miss new videos. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys very much. Let's get started. Alright, so this is a pretty tiny box. And the device is actually much smaller than I thought. I thought it will be much bigger, but it's actually pretty tiny. As you can see, it has 3 USB 3.0 ports, and one is actually a charging port. So if you need to charge the device, you can use this port here. And I think this is a port that's always active. This is your LED light. Let's go ahead and pull it out of this plastic bag. Let's look at the front first. As you can see, it has a pretty minimalistic design. It's got 3 USB ports up front. These are the USB 3.0. It also has a LED light up front that lights up and shows when the hard drive or SSD drive is working. Up at the top here, there's your SATA connector with the power connector for your HDD or SSD. And I kind of like this cover here that opens up. When you put in a large 3.5-inch hard drive, it will open up, and when you put in a smaller 2.5-inch one, it will just stay closed. This way, protected from the dust start falling in. I'm almost thinking they could have put another cover over here just in case when you're not using it, but I guess if you got it, you always need to put something in there. Okay, let's have a look on the back here. As you can see, it connects through the USB 3.0. This is a USB type B. Not very common, but it is pretty high speed USB 3.0. You also have your power inlet, 12 volt DC, and you also have a power on and off button. I really like this button because with this button you can actually turn it off without unplugging it from the power outlet. Let's have a look what else comes in the package here. So you're also getting a USB cable here. As I said, it's a USB type B to the USB type A. Let's have a look how long it is. So the USB cable is about 0.5 meter long, as you can see. It's not very long, so if you're planning to connect it to your PC, it's probably going to be too short. But if you connect it to the laptop, you can put this docking station on the desk, and then you're going to have enough cable. So having such a short cable could be a problem, but on another hand, if you're putting it close, you don't really need a long cable, otherwise you're gonna have too much cable on the desk. And there is your power supply. So it is a pretty powerful power supply, 36 watt, 12 volt, 3 amp. So pretty good. If you need to use it for something else with this type of connector, then yeah, this is a pretty solid power supply. And of course, here's your user manual that shows you how you can get it connected, how you can start it, and shows you all the specs and details about this docking station. Alright, so let's go ahead and connect it to the laptop, get a hard drive connected, and do some testing and see how it works. Let's go. There we go. Here's a Western Digital 12 terabyte hard drive, and we're gonna put it into this docking station. As you can see, there is a SATA connector on the bottom here. This is the most common connector for the storage device such as a hard drive or SSD drive. besides M2 form factor, because M2 has a totally different connector. And all we have to do, we just gotta put it in like this, and it's supposed to dock. There we go. I could feel it got plugged into the connector. So as you can see, it's plugged in, and this is how it looks. So I think it looks pretty stylish. I even like the design, like it kind of looks like futuristic design. You got this hard drive just sitting like this, open, without any casing. Looks pretty cool. I kind of like it like this. And the good thing about this docking station, you can replace these hard drives. If you get another one, you can just put it in another one, and then you can use another 12 terabyte. You can just swap them, and this way you're gonna have different hard drives connected. Plus you have 3 USB ports here, so which is really great. Okay, let's go ahead and try it out. There we go. As you can see, the LED light is on. I can hear it actually works. You can actually hear pretty good vibration from spinning disks inside this hard drive. You definitely know it working. I might even put something like a damper so it doesn't vibrate as much, but it's definitely working, so it's very good. And let's go ahead and see how it actually works and how fast it is. Okay, so the first test will be, I'm just gonna copy a single file of 1 gigabyte, and we're gonna see how fast it's gonna copy from the 12 terabyte hard drive to the NVMe SSD drive in the laptop. So as you can see, the speed is pretty good. It's actually reaching up almost to 200 megabyte per second, which is really good. And this is pretty much the top speed that you can get from the hard drive, 200 megabyte per second. I haven't seen any faster hard drives at all. But next, let's go ahead and do a copy test of a few files, and the total amount of files will be over 6 gigabyte. And we're gonna check if it's gonna differ from copying just a single file or multiple files. This will take a little bit longer, so I'm just gonna speed it up, and then we can see the results at the end. And yeah, we almost reaching 200 megabyte per second limit, which is really good. So this hard drive is actually working at its top speed limit. Next, let's go ahead and copy from the internal SSD drive, NVMe SSD, to the external hard drive and see how fast it's gonna copy. Oh wow, a whopping almost 3 gigabyte per second copy speed. So this means that the read speed of this hard drive is really fast. And then of course it can write really fast onto the NVMe SSD drive that's in the laptop. So we have copied like multiple files, totaling over 6 gigabyte in like few seconds. Next, I'm gonna connect an external hard drive to this docking station, and we're gonna see how fast it's gonna do the same exact operation, copy multiple files of over 6 gigabytes, then copy back from the SSD drive to this external hard drive connected to the docking station. We will also perform a simultaneous copy test from the external SSD drive and the 12 terabyte hard drive, so this is gonna be really interesting. Just to make it quick, I'm going to speed up all the tests, and then I'm just going to put the results in one table. So it's going to be more visual for you, and you can see all the results in one single place. So let's go ahead and check out the results. There we go. So this table actually summarizes all the tests that I have performed. I have done a few more tests with just a single file, but the results are pretty much identical, so I didn't include them in this table. And copying a single file from like 12 terabyte hard drive to the SSD is basically taking like a split second, so I haven't included because I wasn't able to actually measure the speed. It was probably the same, like 3 gigabyte per second. That's why you cannot even notice when it's copied, because if you copy a file of less than 3 gigabyte, then it takes less than a second and it's not even noticeable. But anyway, as you can see from this table, the regular 12 terabyte hard drive 7200 RPM speed is actually reaching out to its top limit of 200 megabyte per second. So we're getting a full range of speed, and we're not getting limited through the USB. We're not seeing any speed drop. Also, the external hard drive, which is only 5400 RPM, we see the speed of 101 megabyte per second. So this is normal speed for the slower 5400 RPM hard drive. Also, I have tested it simultaneously, and as you can see, simultaneously, I'm almost getting identical results. The 7200 RPM hard drive is getting 198 megabyte per second, and the 5400 RPM hard drive is getting 73.2 megabyte per second. And then copying from the hard drive to the SSD drive, the speed is lightning fast. It's like almost 3 gigabyte per second. So copying from both 7200 RPM and 5400 RPM hard drives is almost identical. It reaches up to 3 gigabyte per second, and it's not even a noticeable difference. So as a conclusion, what can I say about this docking station? Do I think it's worth to get one? Well, it depends if you need one or not. I do really need one because I have an extra hard drive that I could use with this docking station. If you don't have one, well, maybe you don't need it at this moment. But if you're planning to buy a few hard drives, then you definitely need to consider one of these docking stations. As you can see from the speed test results, it is really great. Also, you get in 3 more USB ports, which means it's basically a USB hub. There are plenty of advantages to this docking station. It's got pretty cool design. It's very minimalistic. It doesn't take much room on the desk. It has an on and off switch, which is another good feature of this docking station. The speeds are lightning fast. So yeah, definitely if you need one, I would recommend this docking station because it is very good for the price. So there you have it, guys. This is it. This is all the tests that I have done today, and I wanted to share with you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channels for more interesting, helpful videos, and if you have any questions or comments, drop them down in the comment section below. I hope you have a nice day. See you soon. Bye bye.